Hey everyone! In this video, I'm going to share with you how to edit photos right on your MacBook. To kick things off, go ahead and open your Photos app. Double-click on the picture you want to tweak, then hit the Edit button in the top right corner of the toolbar. If your photo was taken on an iPhone in portrait mode, you'll see a specific option here on your Mac to adjust the lighting just like on your phone. For example, you can actually shift the focus point to a different area. Or you can change the lighting style to something like studio light or natural light. Just remember, you can always go back to the start by clicking the Revert to Original button. When you're done, just hit Done. Okay, let's look at another example. Aside from portrait mode, you usually have three main tabs: Adjust, Filters, and Crop. And if you're running a newer version like macOS Tahoe, you'll see an extra tab here that uses AI called Cleanup. The editing process usually follows the order of these tabs, so let's start with the first one, Adjust. In this tab, take a look at the toolbar on the right. macOS gives you a set of tools that look pretty similar to other photo editing apps. To really master these, you'd need some photography knowledge, but I'm going to show you the absolute basics today. To save time, my workflow usually starts by turning on this Auto Enhance feature first. Clicking this lets the Mac automatically crunch the numbers to balance the light and color for the whole image. Usually, the result is already pretty good, so you just need to fine-tune it a bit to your taste. While editing, you can compare your current edit with the original by holding down the M key, or by clicking and holding the Show Photo Without Edits button on the toolbar. Also, the Z key is super useful for zooming in. Just move your mouse to where you want to look and press Z. Now, the toolkit here is pretty huge. Mastering everything would take a full course, not just one video. So I'll share the most essential tools. Apple should probably put white balance at the top because it's usually the first step. Sliding left makes the photo cooler, and sliding right makes it warmer. For portraits, switch to skin tone. Click this eyedropper icon, and then click on a skin area to auto-correct it. Under the Light tool, the Brilliance slider is super versatile. It brightens shadows and darkens highlights at the same time. Combine that with the Highlight and Shadows sliders, and you can recover a lot of lost detail. See that? We brought back a lot of detail in the sky and the flag. You can tweak exposure to change the overall brightness, and bump up the contrast a bit to make the photo look punchier. Moving on to the color section. Here you can adjust saturation, which is the intensity of the colors. When you move this, it boosts the color of the entire image equally. This is different from vibrance. Vibrance is smarter. It looks for colors that aren't saturated yet and boosts them. But it leaves the colors that are already bold alone. This keeps your image looking natural and stops things like skin tones from getting too orange. I use vibrance a lot for portraits. Now let's talk about curves. The pros really love curves because it lets you adjust basically everything. To keep it simple, if you drag the curve line up, the photo gets brighter. And conversely, if you drag it down, it gets darker. In RGB mode, the top of the line is highlights, the bottom is shadows, and the middle is midtones. Dragging the bottom up brightens the shadows. Pulling the top down dims the highlights. Usually, to add contrast, people lower the shadows and raise the highlights a bit. You can also adjust curves for specific colors. For example, if you select green and pull it down, it actually adds red to the image. But yeah, this tool takes some practice. Selective color is for tweaking specific colors. For instance, I'm going to fix the pink here. If I drag the hue slider, it changes the color of just the pink areas, like this lady's shirt. Saturation makes that pink bolder, and luminance changes how bright that pink is. Once you're done with Adjust, you can hop over to the Filters tab. Just pick a look you like. You can slide this bar to lower the opacity if the effect is too strong. The Crop tab is straightforward. Resize or cut out parts you don't want. On the right, there's a list of popular aspect ratios for social media. Click one and it crops automatically. Moving on to the Cleanup tab, or Retouch on older macOS versions. This runs locally, so give it a second to load. It uses AI to highlight objects to remove. Just click the object to delete it. If it doesn't catch it automatically, use the Erase slider to change your brush size and paint over the object. If you don't like it, hit Command-Z to undo. When you're happy, click Done to save. Finally, if you're editing a bunch of photos from the same shoot, you can copy your edits from the first photo by pressing Command-Shift-C. Select another photo and press Command-Shift-V to paste those edits instantly. You can still tweak them afterwards if needed. And that's the basics of editing in the macOS Photos app. If you found this helpful, please drop a like. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.